Welcome to the Greenwood Hub Art Studio. Today's mixed media team project is going to be bookmarks using one of Zuri Design's new molds, which is called the Diamond Veil Lace Mold. It's a gorgeous and huge mold to play with. Let's get started. Here's our molds. I'm showing you what the lace mat looks like, and here's the measurements. Now we're moving on to the title, which is Diamond Veil Lace Mat Collection. Let's just unpack it here so you can see up close. It's a thin mat that you will work with. It's got a nice depth, and I love the textures in this mold. It's just so gorgeous and so vintage. Lots of possibilities when it comes to creating with this mold. At first I was going to do a book, cover of a book, but I decided to go for bookmarks because I want to see the versatility of this mold in a tiny piece of mixed media, and that's why I chose to do the bookmarks. Now I'm showing you what I'm using. I'll be using light molding paste from Golden. This is a type of paste that will dry flexibly, and so that's why I'm going to use this. Not all modeling pastes dry flexibly, so you have to be careful with that, but usually the light one, and especially from this brand Golden, dries flexibly. You can fold it, you can cut it, you can do anything you'd like with it. Here's the texture, how it looks. It's pretty nice. Now I'm showing you the process of how I'm laying down the modeling paste. Thin layer and covering my whole entire mold. It's a pretty large mold, so it took 8 ounces of my bottle of my jar here on this mold, so I pretty much used everything on it, but you will see the outcome once it's all dried up. So now that I finished spreading the modeling paste, I am going to leave it in a near a warm place so it can dry out. I want this to dry out in about a day's time. And this modeling paste, depending on the depth of and how much paste you're using, it will dry in about a day's time, if not 2 days, just to be on the safe side. And here we are demolding our Diamond Veil lace. It's just gorgeous. It comes out of the mold so easily. It's not even breaking anywhere. It's just, you know, pretty much demolding so easily. It's incredible. I love this mold. This is going to be one of my favorite molds to use as textures and backgrounds, and I mean the ideas are endless really, but notice how the flexibility of my paste and how nicely it's being demolded, right? Here we are with our final lace all pulled out of the mold. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to cut with. This is a super dent die. It's a bookmark super dent die. So what I'll be doing is cutting a piece of the diamond veil lace mat. The mold itself, and I'm going to cut it with a super dent die cut. Here we are with my little piece all cut out. it's very easy to cut out this piece with scissors. And now I am going to put it through my Spellbinders machine. And I'm going to make the bookmark. So this will be the front of my bookmark. There we go, nice shape, beautiful texture, just gorgeous, all the details. I'm just gonna give it a quick paint with my gesso, and now we're moving to our decoupage parts because I wanted to decoupage the bookmark on the back side. I'm taking some chipboards and I'm going to be using some paint couture cherry blossom. Here's my napkins. I love the pattern. It reminds me of one of the transfers that Zuri Designs has right now. You guys can purchase there. And here's my Mod Podge. I'll be using Mod Podge to glue down my napkin layer. This is what it will look like once it's all cut out. And that's the back side of my bookmark. Here I am, just giving it a little cherry blossom color with paint couture. Here's my napkin, decoupaging it, making sure there's no bubbles. And now we are going to cut the bookmark so you can see its shape. So I'll be putting in the whole decoupage chipboard sheet. This is a really nice die because it's a steel ruled die. So there's lots you can cut, lots of materials you can cut with it, and a medium thickness chipboard cuts really nicely in one passage. You don't even have to go twice. So here I am, just cutting my bookmark. Next, I'm going to be using various colors from Paint Couture. One of them is Cherry Blossom. Then I'm going to be using Blush. I'm also going to use Iris. And I'm also going to use Lily Pad. And I believe you can find all these paints in Zuri Designs website. So just click in there and check them out. I'm going to turn my bookmarks upside down, and I'm just going to give it a nice paint with each color. Next, I'm also painting my Diamond Veil matte mold, and I'm drying it out. I'm also using my gloss paste to glue down. And to give it the final touch, I'll be using Venetian gold on these bookmarks. So I want to see the detail that comes through the diamond, and it's looking really beautiful actually. Very vintage. And it looks great on top of those colors. Next one. I'm not putting it everywhere, just in some spots to highlight. I just wanted to give it a vintage feel to it. Now let's move on to this one, to this tag. And we are coming towards the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed this project. Follow me for more projects, and I'll see you soon.